No goofy intro, no slide in. This one's a bit more serious. As a community, we really didn't take to the latest standard Magic the Gathering release. Wilds of Eldraine came out, had a wonderful opportunity to give us exactly what we wanted at an amazing price point, and regular enthusiasts like you and I didn't really buy it. Let's look at the numbers and talk about what might have went wrong. Standard Magic the Gathering releases were recently in a rough spot. At the end of 2022, we saw many releases faltering, failing, and even finding themselves on Amazon at incredibly low prices. But the end of 2022 and into 2023 saw a bit of a turnaround, with things like Brothers War, Phyrexia, All Will Be One, and March of the Machine being community leaders, presenting us with a ton of cards that we love to play, and sales that reflected our enjoyment of standard product releases. Now, I've often said on this channel, I think standard Magic the Gathering products are actually in a bit of a weird spot. Standard doesn't really find a home in paper play, and it really feels like almost a Commander extended set. But you guys know on this channel, what we do is we track every single sold listing of sealed product from popular online marketplace TCG Player, and we do that so we can gauge how sets perform against one another and how us enthusiasts, people who love Magic the Gathering, engage with the product and spend our hard-earned money. So today I want to talk about all of the Wilds of Eldraine sales for draft set and collector boxes, and then I want to talk what might have gone wrong. So join me on a journey, and I hope you find this exciting. And if you like stuff like this, again, make sure you're subscribed. We're racing to 6,500, and like 80% of people who watch these videos aren't subbed. So like, help the channel out. Click the sub button. So let's get into it without further ado. We have a visual representation of all that information that I was just explaining to you. Every single sold listing of sealed product from TCG Player when it comes to Wilds of Eldraine. And there's a couple key aspects that I want to point our attention to as we go over a bit of the numbers. In the top left, we will see the total boxes sold. That is the number of boxes for draft set and collector, including cases that have flowed through TCG Player, what might be the most popular place, at least in the United States, to buy Magic the Gathering product in a centralized location. Now, these boxes are selling at an okay clip. If we take a look across the bottom of our screen here, I've added some cool features. If you want to support me adding more features, consider joining channel memberships. I think I have an ad above my head. I'll link in the comment section below. It helps me expand data projects like this, and one day it's going to help me host the website. So consider joining the channel membership for $5 a month. But what we have here is the total number of boxes sold, and we see it's pretty low. It's 44,000 or 44,000. That would be a great set. It is 4,426 boxes. Now, I did a video for members a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of been out for a while now, so I think it's okay to say this is the worst of the most recent 3 and 4, even 4 Magic the Gathering releases. This is by and far the lowest number of boxes that we've seen through pre-release up to this point, and frankly, it's not even close. Really quick, if we look at the breakdown, we see the set booster box has been an all-star, and I do want to point out that that was foreseeable. The set booster box is an amazing opportunity to get cool cards, Walking Dead, Enchanting Tales, things like that, into players' hands. This is a great product at a great price point. I love the set booster box here, but the collector booster box is faltering a bit. I believe it's currently on TCG Player for under $200 still, so the box is fluctuating a bit, and we are not seeing as many collector boosters sold as we normally do. That's actually a big portion of our gap here in set products and products that we're spending our hard-earned money on. Now, the draft booster box, if this is your first video, you won't know this, but if it's, you know, your third or your fourth, you've been around the channel for a while, you know, TCG Player is a weird spot to buy draft booster box. You got to gather a group together, you got to play draft, you got to have all those people come over. It's a better product that's sold at the local game store, so we see a small piece of the pie reflected for draft boosters, but frankly, we don't really expect those to sell at great numbers on this online marketplace. But how this breaks down is that these products are selling in spikes and waves. We normally see a Magic the Gathering set be a bit more consistent, but again, if we take a look at those graphs across the bottom of the screen, we note that there's a lot of ebb and flow, and there's a lot especially with the set booster box. The set booster box seems to go through spikes of popularity, and people, maybe it's getting paychecks or things of that nature, and really engaging in a product that they like, and everything else kind of seems to go up and down at a completely random interval. Now, this last week, we've seen a massive drop-off in spend for Wilds of Eldraine, and part of that might be other indie TCGs, Lorcana. If you like Lorcana content, I'm making some of that about sales data in that game because, you know, it's something I find fun, but it also could be because as Magic enthusiasts, we have a lot going on, and that might be part of the reason that we're seeing these decreased sales. Now, we have talked a lot about the reason we would see decreased sales, and I actually thought Wilds of Eldraine would be an extremely successful set. It's something that we would love. We were coming off the backs of Commander Masters and Lord of the Rings, things that are, you know, costing us a pretty penny. They're premium products, whether Wizards of the Coast says they are or not, and they are expensive. It's hard to buy some of those boxes and get involved. And Wilds of Eldraine, in my opinion, offered us a bit of a reprieve. I actually theorized that March of the Machine and Wilds of Eldraine, the bookmarks of that period of time of Magic the Gathering releases, would be something that not only we'd look back on fondly, as it would be a bit of fan service for those of us engaged with the game, but it would also be an opportunity to get our hands on affordable product, something that we will go a long time without, and then looking into the winter and the holiday season, something we're going to look back on fondly as we get Doctor Who and the second re-release with new, apparently exclusive cards of the Lord of the Rings Special Super Ultimate Ultra Edition. If I remember, I will link a video somewhere up here about that one. But Wilds of Eldraine seems to have gone in the opposite direction. We might be seeing a bit of wallet fatigue. Again, I did another video, I said we screamed wallet fatigue to the hilltops, but we didn't understand how bad it could get. When you are trying to sell us $400 set boxes and $250 collector boxes with just 4 packs in them, and the community buys them because, listen, it's about Commander, and that's the largest way and the largest group of Magic the Gathering enthusiasts. We finally see a bit of people, you know, without the money to spend on this set. You couple that with the largest market audience for Magic the Gathering is college-age students, and college loans are coming due all over again, starting this month or next month. You seem to have this perfect storm for Wilds of Eldraine to butt up against a lot of problems. But I actually believe Wilds of Eldraine will be looked at back on extremely fondly. I've theorized that this set is going to live on shelves extremely well. I think the Enchanting Tale slot is something that will always be fun. Imagine the idea that you could open a pack in a year or two and possibly full a doubling season, a Rhystic Study, or things of that nature. I really think that's going to be a popular way for people to, like, hey, I'm going to buy a single pack off the game store shelf. Give me a Wilds of Eldraine set booster because it's got those cool runs of cards in it. I think you saw something similar with Strixhaven and the Mystical Archives. I think we see that here. But I want to know from you all, did you engage with Wilds of Eldraine, and do you think I'm spot on? Why is this set not selling at the numbers that other standard the Magic the Gathering sets are selling? And do you think this is a sign for the future, or just kind of a one-off as we fall in a weird time in Magic releases? Listen, I'm still excited for Wilds of Eldraine. I think it's got great playability. I love the limited play aspect of the set, and the Enchanting Tales cards are something that I'm extremely fond of when it comes to people revisiting the product, and myself opening this product again in a couple years down the road. But I want to know from you guys out there, and again, if you happen to like this video or have any kind of entertainment value here, make sure you share this video on some social media platform, anywhere you engage with Magic the Gathering discussion, because not only does it help grow our community, but when I scroll through those feeds and I see one of my videos up there, it honestly, it makes me smile. I love having the discourse on those communities, so I appreciate you guys all helping out, hitting that sub button. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh, and be on the lookout for a sweet Lorcana video coming your way soon. All right, goodbye.